Welcome to the Australia vs Estonia highlights package of the Australia's second World Cup qualification campaign game. This was the first of the two crucial games, the other one will be against Colombia. Australia playing a 4-2-1-1-2 formation, as you can see on the screen now. Estonia went with a 3-2-2-1-2-ish formation. Action straight from the kickoff here as the Estonians win the ball in the middle, finding Janssen, going to Ariva into the middle to Vagala, Ariva with a shot, but Mewburn with a good save. Then in the 8th minute, Australia going forward here, we see Findon with a shot on goal saved, and then the second shot, a double save from Hamasti. Nice work there from the Estonian keeper. Forrest trying to put Findon through in the 11th minute and finds him. Findon through Lippus making the saving tackle for the Estonians. Janssen with the ball, finding it Ariva. Ariva to High with a shot, but it was saved by Mewburn. In the 14th minute, Australia won a free kick. Lawrence finding Forrest. Forrest goaling 1-0 to the Aussies. We just see the replay here. It's just poor marking from the Estonians and good chest control from Forrest. See it again. That's a good play. The keeper gets a touch on it. It's not enough. And it's Australia 1, Estonia 0 in the 14th minute. Going into, straight into the kickoff here. Janssen in the middle of the field for Estonia, finding Ariva. Ariva with the ball, finding Janssen now. Janssen for Gullah, high with a shot! 1-on-1 with the keeper, but Mewburn making the save. In the 29th minute, we see James here trying to make the clearance. Eventually, he passes it off to Forrest. Forrest finding Findon on the right wing. Findon, what can he do from here? Takes a shot. It's saved from Hamasti, though. In the 33rd minute, the Estonians were on the break. Here goes Janssen away, but he's tackled by Russell. Good shot-saving tackle there. Cleared it. Found Findon on the right wing again. Findon trying to go through, but he's tackled by Cabin. Cabin for the Estonians going on a run. Eventually passes off to High. High puts Vagala through. Vagala is through here. Can Whitmore get him? No! Mewburn with a first-up save. Vagala can't put away the second shot. It's saved by Mewburn. A great double save there. In the 39th, 8th minute now, Findon with the ball on the wing. This time he takes a shot from distance rather than risk being tackled again. Doesn't come up with anything. High now with the ball in the 41st minute for the Estonians. Back to Luit. Luit goes forward. Vagala through. Vagala again. Mewburn playing the role of the bacon saver with that brilliant save from a one-on-one situation. He's had to make a lot of those so far in the game. Findon going back to McClotchy and Australia's attacking end. McClotchy puts Forrest. Forrest dribbling into a tough angle, forcing himself into a tough shot. Always going to be saved. Hamasti for the Estonians, clearing it long, but Russell intercepted and got tackled from behind. Samuels to take the free kick for Australia. And he went long with the free kick. He found Findon. Findon finding Kinnard. Kinnard now. Kinnard with a one-on-one, but Hamasti again making a good save. And that was about it. We see players going off now for half-time. In the first half, we saw the emergence of Findon on the right wing, causing a lot of headaches for the Estonians, despite the fact it was Forrest who goaled. And you also saw the great play from Vagala to constantly be open in the middle of the field. He was constant threat on goal and probably should have scored when Mewburn made that double save. Anyway, second half now. Vork to take the kickoff for the Estonians. Eventually, Luit with the ball, finding High. High for the Estonians, dribbling towards the right-hand side of the field. Lippus, Janssen, back to Ariva. With a shot on goal there, he likes that spot, it seems. Just like the first half. Mewburn then making the save. Trying to find Forrest, he couldn't. Lippus intercepts. Goes to Ariva. Ariva now. Can't do a whole lot from there. Trying to get in the middle of the field. Here's Luit. Luit finding High. High with the ball. Goes to Vagala. Vagala. Janssen. Janssen! And it's cleared by James. Very dangerous ball there, but it's not over. Paltz finding a reaver to Vork. Vork to Janssen. Janssen through this time. Janssen and Mewburn again making a great save. James, pretty much the only Australian defender there, playing the role of hero in both occasions, clearing the ball for Australia from very dangerous situations. Anyway, in the 53rd minute, the Estonians got the ball on the right wing. A reaver eventually crossed it into Vergala, who headed it back to Vork. Vork found Janssen to Vergala to a reaver. A reaver now down the right-hand side of the field, finding high into Janssen! And it was 1-1. Some great first touch play from the Estonians here. We have a reaver going down the right, crosses it in, finding high, first touch to Janssen. Janssen, first touch shot, and it's a goal. So it was 1-1 at this stage. Still, it looked pretty even game to this point. Normella with a free kick in the 65th minute found Janssen, went to Lugas. Lugas to Janssen. Janssen saved from Mewburn. Samuels cleared. Forrest in the 65th minute in the middle of the field lost the ball. Eventually Lawrence recovered it. Lawrence found Whitmore on a foray forwards. Put Findon through. We now have a penalty situation. Can Findon put Australia 2-1 up? You would expect him to. But he just finds Hamasti in the middle of the goals. Poor penalty there from Findon. Hamasti going long now. Finding Vork. Vork putting Vergala through. Lugas. And the shot was blocked from Russell and Mewburn cleaning up. But then in the 72nd minute, Janssen was through on goal, but he didn't have any support, so we had to go backwards. Eventually, the Estonians won the ball back, though. Vergala putting Janssen through. Janssen! Janssen! First time shot saved! Samuels with a clearance. Whitmore finding Forrest. Forrest through here against the front of play. Run! Forrest, run! Goal! 2-1 to the Australians now. Forrest with a brilliant run. Australia on the counter. He's just too quick for the Estonians. And Australia, well, isn't that reminiscent of Forrest Gump just running the field and scoring a touchdown in that movie? Anyway, 2-1 to the Australians. Lugas in the middle of the field now, going forward. Finding not a lot. He's still got the ball though. The defense is sort of parted for him. Otsus, Lugas, Otsus, and that's a goal to the Estonians. No real presence in the centre of defence for the Australians here. I mean, James falls over, and where's Russell? And yeah, it's just no one really. 2 unmarked men. Anyway, in the 83rd minute, here was Otsus, again for the Estonians, to Lugas. Lugas with the ball through, and Mewburn makes a save. Lugas! And you have to admit, it looks pretty bad for the Aussies from here. The Estonians, by this stage, had all the momentum, a ton of possession. This making it 3-2. It looked like the Estonians were going to run away with the game, really. There we are. Hey, look at me. I can wave my hand while I'm on the ground. Yeah. Anyway, in the 85th minute, Mewburn went longish, trying to find Findon. Couldn't really. Cabin still messing around with it. Aaron. Eventually, Findon wins it for Australia. Aaron commits a foul against Findon. Lawrence to take a free kick. Deep into stoppage time. 93rd minute. And Findon's through here. Findon! Goal! Australia have equalised against the run of play in the 91st minute. I can't really read it. But Lawrence with a free kick here. Again! An Australian turning the Estonian defence inside out. It's 3-3, but it's not over yet, as you'll see. Kickoff for the Estonians. They went full attack by this stage. The Australian defence just looked out on its feet. Here's Otsus finding Vergala, finding Lugas! Mewburn tips it out for a corner. Australia they really need some desperate defending. Mewburn has made been called upon far too many times in this game. Normella, Estonia's last real roll of the dice to win the game. Normella gets it in. It's semi-cleared from the Australians. Arriva finding Otsus. Otsus dribbling around. Gets past, yeah, James, but Mewburn with a save. And that was the game. It finished 3-3.